Alrighty. Howdy neighbors and welcome back to My Vow to My Liege. Last time we found out that the sacred ding is not one thing. Oh no, it is several things that we have to look for now. We also found out that there was a giant skeleton that they wouldn't let me see, which only made me sad. Though Wu Zishu is still very cold and distant toward Yi Guang, he no longer looks at him with suspicion and hatred. It is a change worthy of celebration.
少君从哪里回来?
Oh fuck, we forgot to tell him. My liege, where did you go? Chunfeng, what are you doing hiding behind that pillar? You gave us quite the scare.
少君，回答我。
Please answer me, my liege. Tiger Hill.
知道了，朕告退。
Understand, I'll take my leave now. Hold on, Chunfeng. It was a spur of the moment that we decided to take Princess Xiaojing out to improve her mood. As the Prime Minister was with us, we did not ask you to come along.
少君是君，陈峰是臣，自然无需对臣解释。总之，少君无事便好。
My liege, you are the king, and Chen Feng is the servant, so there is no need for you to explain yourself to me. As long as my liege is fine, then all is well. You are clearly unhappy.
少君何时这么顾念臣的心情了？
Oh no, I hate that look. No. My liege, when have you ever taken my mood into account? What the fuck is happening? He's about to kill us. Is it because I didn't want to date him? I'm sorry. A gust of wind blows across us and under the flickering light of a lamp. There is something twisted in Chen Fang's expression.
除了对你忠诚，我不知道还能为你做什么。大概你也不需要我做什么。
His eyes are wrong. There's something wrong in his eyes. Where are his pupils? Other than being loyal, I do not know how else to help you. You probably do not need me to do anything else.
少君，
My liege, Yi Guang, it is late now, so why aren't you resting?
我有些事还想跟你谈谈。
This is some things I need to discuss with you.
臣告退。
I'll take my leave now. Oh no. Oh no. No. Everything about this is terrible. Excuse me. Cause see, look, this is how his eyes are supposed to be, but they... I'm sorry, Yi Guang. Chunfeng also wished to discuss something with me. If your matter is urgent, can we talk about it in the morning instead?
那你好好休息。
I understand. If that is the case, please rest well. I will not, but thank you. Turn my head around to see an empty corridor. Feng probably went back to stand guard over my chamber as usual. Feng, that's just the two of us. You can vent to your heart's content.
少君也在外奔波一天了，臣为少君更衣沐浴。
At least you were out and about for the whole day today. So please let me help you prepare a bath and change your clothes. These are not important. You have heard me whine about things before. It's only natural for me to return the favor. His eyes are back to normal. Okay. As long as it is not about the treats from Yue. Even I won't eat their treats.
我只是觉得，我没能为你做什么。先王从战场上捡回我这个孤儿，孙武先生又收我为徒，你也愿意拿我当朋友。
I feel like I am of no use to you. The former king plucked me out of the battlefield and brought an orphan like me back. Master Sun Wu had accepted me as his disciple. You acknowledge what of me? Oh, you acknowledge me as a friend.
可是我空有一身武艺，却对付不了那些龙神信徒。 也保护不了你。
The only thing I have is my skills in martial arts, and even with that, I could not defeat the Dragon God's followers and protect you. You've already done so much for me. Not only have you been by my side for all these years. If it hadn't been for you blocking the blow for me 3 years ago, when the palace underwent a change, I would have been killed by that old dog, Fugai.
我应该先下手的，少君也不至于遭到那种侮辱。
I should have struck him first, so that he would not have the chance to insult you. It is not your fault. I'm the one who ordered you to stand down. Before I became the King of Ni, Fugai was a good uncle to me. But I don't hate him as much as I hate the Dragon God. If it isn't for the Sacred Seal, everything would not have gone to hell in a handbasket.
因为恨神盟印，所以你就连着恨自己吗？
Because you hate the Sacred Seal, do you also need to hate yourself? I've never hated myself.
那你为什么不好好惜命？
Why do you not treasure your own life? Although Chen Feng's voice sounds angry, it does hold a certain pain and sadness in them.
陈建元，
I've overstepped my bounds. No. You are just the King Fuchai's bodyguard. You are also the friend and brother to Games. It is my fault that I cannot explain myself well. Although I hate being a monster that is neither male nor female. After everything that I've gone through, I realize that being bitter about it will not help the situation. Therefore, I will embrace being the King of Ni, so we have a chance of defeating the Dragon God, to take back and protect everything he threatens to destroy. That is why I do my best. It is why I'm willing to put myself in danger. It's not because I want to die, but because I wish to live. That is why I cannot give up the fight.
你能不能答应我，以后别留下我一个？看不见你，保护不了你，我可能会疯掉的。
So is Chen Feng a yandere? I'm just looking at this dialogue like, what the fuck? Can you promise me that you will never leave me behind again? I'll probably go mad if I cannot see you or protect you. What nonsense are you talking about? Fine, you have my promise. Hold up my pinky, but Chen Feng takes my hand
你身
instead.
上的盟誓已经够重了，不用再和我约定什么。我只希望，有一天，即使你真的面临不得不丧命的境况，我能死在你之前。
I regret choosing Chen Feng. Your body has already been dragged under all these vows and promises. You don't have to do that for me. I only hope that, if one day you come across a situation where your life is in danger, I could die before you do. I understand. Chen Feng finally smiles at me, and I can see his look of relief. I stand up and stretch myself. You're at beach. Prepare a bath and change your clothes. A few days later, while discussing some official matters with Wu Zishu, Xiao Zhang and Yi Guang come to ask for an audience. They've already finished prepping for their journey to Haojiang. In order to avoid any conflict with the Kingdom of Kui, the two of them are going to follow Gong Son Yi up north, and once they are out of Ni, they will head west. When we are saying our goodbyes, a loud noise comes from the direction of my chamber. Get out of my room! Chen Feng opens the door to see a few people in the corridor trying to hold back a person that they were clearly frightened of. It's the King of Yue, Guo Zhang.
勾践，蜈蚣不是虎丘，你胡乱闯什么？
What the fuck are you doing? You stupid, stupid bitch! Oh no, 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 no. He's about to die because he's a dumbass. Oh my. Gorjane, this is a Neek Palace in Knock Tiger Hill. What do you think you're doing?
罪臣有急事求见大王。
This sinner has an urgent need to have an audience with His Majesty. We are here, speak.
罪臣联络亲族，要他们打探黑衣人的事，没想到他们却来信告知，齐国战船开始在港口集结了，恐怕是要对吴开战。
I got in touch with my relatives to find out more about the Men in Black, but I did not expect that they would send me a letter saying that the naval force of the Kingdom of Kui is at the harbor. I'm afraid that they are preparing to attack Neeg. Shit. The atmosphere suddenly becomes tense, like a drawn bowstring, silent and deadly. No one was expecting that the Kingdom of Kui would be the first to make a move. Wuzi Shu was the first to break the silence with cold laughter.
哼，齐国一向自诩知礼好义，如今却连战书都懒得下了吗？
The Kingdom of Kui has prided themselves on their good decorum and righteousness. Yet now, they do not even have the honor of sending us a declaration of war. She was gorging a look before looking at Xiaojing. Being young, Xiaojing thought that Wuzi Shu was criticizing the Kingdom of Kui for being unprincipled, and turns away in shame. Hu Zheng has quick understanding and reflex as he gets down on his knees and bows before me.
罪臣愿率越国水军为先锋，如果情报有误，后果自当由罪臣承担。
Please let me use the naval forces of Yue as the first line of defense if the report proves false, and I'm willing to pay the consequences. Wars are not fought on a whim. Sun Fen, please pass down the order to investigate the movement of Kui's naval forces. Have the rest of the people wait until we have convened with the ministers before making other preparations. To think that only a few days ago that I was arguing with a few of the ministers on whether the assassination of their king was an excuse to invade their country. Now they have brought war to our doorstep. The spies and the traders that are doing business at the harbor of the Kingdom of Kui have confirmed that Kui's naval forces are headed south with the intention to invade our kingdom. My dear ministers, this means war. That's what I didn't want! I didn't want war! I'm not good at making decisions. Damn it!
可是现在仓促应战，粮草和士气恐怕都要受影响。能不能先以外交之礼争取一些时间呢？
But now we are suddenly faced with a battle out of the blue. I'm afraid that our armor provisions and morale have been affected. Is there a possibility to buy some time with the excuse of exchanging diplomatic gifts?
齐国没有递交战书就已经备战了，还用上了比我们更有优势的水军，说明他们根本不是做做样子等我们谈判，就是要把我们打趴下。
The Kingdom of the Kui is already preparing to go to war, even without officially declaring it. They also have more superior naval forces than us, which means that they are not pretending here. They are indeed determined to destroy us.
齐国人是进犯的一方，我们要保卫自己的国土，士气不难激励。我们经营韩城多年，再加上姑苏粮仓的储备，只要不是久战，应该足够支撑的。
The Kingdom of Kui wishes to invade our kingdom. We need to protect ourselves and our land, and the morale of our troops can be easily inspired. We have ruled and managed Han City for many years, and also have the reserved granaries in Goshu. So long as it is not a long drawn-out war, we should be able to defend our kingdom. We don't have time!
我们可以从姑苏运送粮草到韩城，再从韩城入淮水，出海截击齐军。
We could bring provisions from Gushu to Han City, and also send ships out from the Huai River to intercept the Kui troops. It will deplete the treasury if we support the army from such a distance. It is not effective to deploy so many people just to transport the provisions across the river. We should send the supply troops up north first, and have them collect the supplies along the Han River to add to their provisions. It would also save them some time preparing for battle.
现在夏收才过，已经有些地方在报饥荒了。臣担心，只靠沿途征收不够。
The summer harvest just ended, and there are already reports of famine hitting some of the areas. I'm afraid that the collection might not be enough. I don't like this. I hate it. I hate it. The King of Yue, Guozhan, has agreed to lend his naval forces into battle with us. Perhaps we can have him prepare extra supplies for us.
万万不可！勾践这个人阴险狡诈，诡计多端，根本就不能相信。
Please do not even think about it. Guozhan is deceitful, malevolent, and just cannot be trusted. Prime Minister, let's not discuss what manner of man Guozhan is. Instead, let's discuss how we can use Yue's naval forces as the first line of defense. What are the pros and cons of that for the Kingdom of Neig?
万般好处，也抵不上临阵倒戈的风险。越国人能那么快得到齐国的情报，可能他们早就和齐国暗中有来往了。
Thousands of advantages will still not make up for the risk of having them turn against us in the midst of battle. The fact that they received news of Kui's intentions makes me wonder if they're conspiring with Kui against us.
为了防止这个，可以在越军前方加上一支罪人之师，后方配以左右两师。万一越军有什么异动，罪人之师可拖延他们和齐军会合，左右两师便可扑杀他们了。
To prevent the naval troops of Yue from turning against us, we can put a troop of political prisoners in front of them, and our two armies on their right and left on their backs. The minute the Yue troops do something suspicious, the troop of political prisoners will block their way to join the forces of Kui's naval troops, then we will destroy them with their right and left armies. This is fucked! Oh my god.
战场胜负就是一瞬间的事，何必把这么一个不可知的危险主动放到我方军队里呢？
This is so fucked. It only takes an instant to turn the tides in battle. Why should I place such unknown danger on my troops?
相国，我们与他国联军也不是一次两次，将来还要借鲁国之力。若是彼此猜忌，我们根本没法北上。
Prime Minister, this is not the first or second time we have to join forces against a common enemy. It is highly possible that we will also need to forge an alliance with the Kingdom of Lu in the future. If we keep being suspicious of one another, we will not be able to advance northwards.
越国根本没有信用可言。太宰当年也吃过越国人的亏，莫非被越国美人哄到忘了疼？
I have no confidence in the Kingdom of Yue. The Minister will also not lose to the Kingdom of Yue. But after they sent him a beauty from Yue, he seemed to be so preoccupied in favoring her that he has forgotten the taste of pain.
我看相国恐怕也是记恨先王的事，才拒绝相信越国吧。
I think that the Prime Minister also bears a grudge against the Kingdom of Yue because of the former king, and hence doesn't trust the Kingdom of Yue. Why are we arguing? That's enough, we're getting off topic. When we borrow the naval force of Yue, we have to prepare ourselves for battle. So we will go according to what we first discussed. We'll assemble the naval forces at Han City, and we'll get the supply troops to gather up supplies along the way. They only need to gather a portion of the supplies, while we send the rest of the granaries at Gurushu. We start our preparations now, if we want to remain calm about it. Let's not waste any more time with pointless discussions. Dismissed.
谨遵王命。
I will obey Your Majesty's command.
大王英明。
My liege is ever wise. I hate this. This is not fun for me. I'm gonna be in charge. I'm gonna be in charge. I'm gonna discuss things with him. Cause fucking come on, dude. Prime Minister, please stay behind. We still have things to discuss with you alone.
No.
Understood. We should know where the Prime Minister is no longer making things difficult for Yi Guang.
我还没有完全相信他。不过目前要破除神盟，也没有比释夷光更好的人选了。有少将公子同去镐京，也能提防他一二。
Although I don't completely trust him, there is no one more capable of breaking the sacred vow than Yi Guang. I was going to suggest sending Princess Xiaojing with him to Haojing. The situation with the Kingdom of Kui interrupted me. They said they were going to go. Since there is no sure gain or loss in this, we can only choose the lesser of two evils.
正是。
Be it so. There's also our opinion on the subject of having Yue troops join the war. As for what you and Minister Bo have said, there are merits and demerits to both of your proposals. Under our circumstances, we should only focus on how we can gain more advantages in battle against the Kingdom of Kui.
少君认为，越国参战为优。
Does my liege think that the troops from Yue will give us the advantage in battle? The pros outweigh the cons. The troops of Kui have a long way to travel, and without a port, it'll be easy to cut them off from their supplies. I'm sure that they're hoping for a quick and decisive battle. The Kingdom of Yue have a good naval fleet that can help deflect the attacks from the Kui troops. They can also help us divide the main force of the Kui troops. We can get an excellent vanguard for nothing. That is 100 times better than just having those political prisoners fill in for our troops.
臣就担心这些好处，因为越国的私心，一个都发挥不出来。
It is these advantages that I worry about, because the Kingdom of Yue is not that generous. I'm worried that we might not be able to afford the cost of these advantages. Advantages of having the Yue troops join us to battle are quite clear, while the disadvantages are just speculation. We trust our own judgment, and hope that the Prime Minister will trust in our judgment. In the past, you and my father faced countless situations where the overcome was... Try that again. In the past, you and my father faced countless situations where the outcome was uncertain, but what pulled you through was the fact that you both trusted each other. I'm really envious of the two of you having such mutual trust in one another.
少君，你诚实回答我，你要放归勾践，是为了吴国之利，还是因为对他的私心？
My liege, please answer me honestly. Are you sending Guojing back to the Kingdom of Yue for the good of Niig, or because of your affections with him? Because of all of the above. You must win the battle with the Kingdom of Kui to be able to obtain the help of the Phoenix Dagger. The possibility that Xiaojing and Yi Guang finding anything helpful on their journey is only a 50-50 chance. This is why we need to increase our chances of winning this battle no matter what. Guozhang and us are friends. There were many opportunities that he could have just stood aside and watched us die, is that he risked his life to save ours. If we can't even be polite and gracious to him, then aren't we being ungrateful? Although he is far from innocent, but right now, at this crucial time, we would rather have him as an ally instead of an enemy. When the Prime Minister was fleeing to the Kingdom of Niig all these years ago, he must have suffered a lot, and there must have been a lot of times where we felt helpless against the situation. Like you, we are also forced into a corner by the sacred vow to lay all bets on the table and retrieve everything that we have lost.
身不由己，孤注一掷。
To feel helpless and to lay all bets. Muttering to himself as he walks to the window, Woozy Shoe gazes at the scenery outside with gentle and sad eyes, as if looking at scenes from the past. I've never seen him with such an expression. This is a completely different side of him. It makes me feel like I'm looking at a stranger. Was it 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Or when his hair was still black? Was Woozy Shoe also a dignified, big-hearted, and carefree youth? Stepping out of my confusion, I hear Woozy Shoe's gentle, sincere tone.
少君，你要赌上的不只是性命，还有一颗真心。勾践他当真值得吗？
My liege, this gamble that you are taking is not only that of your life, but also your heart. Is Gorjan really worth all that? I put my hand over the seal on my chest and nodded my head. With my destination so far away, desperate times call for desperate measures. That's what Woozy Shoe said many years ago, when he got his revenge on the kingdom of Shu. Unlike heroes in the past, going above and beyond, we lay all bets on the path of no return. There was a light in Woozy Shoe's eyes that has never been there before. He gets down on his hands, on his knees, and slowly bows down till his head. It bows down with his head to salute his king. Chapter 10. This is the last one I can record for y'all. Actually, pause this. I need to make sure. Because I don't know if it's up to or including. Let me look again. Alright, so I'm reading, because I know I've read it before, but I'm going to read it again. For better gaming experience, to protect the rights of the players who have purchased this game, please restrict all live video with walkthrough videos and screenshots to only the prologue and the first 10 chapters of the game. So I think that's including. So I think we're good. Unless I get told that I'm not, in which case, you know, I will take the L. I will 100% take the L if it is that. But I'm gonna say that it's included. I think it's good. It is an auspicious day to send the troops off, and to pray and offer sacrifices. To pray and offer sacrifice to ask for victory in this war. We are here today at the altar, the island of Lake Tai, to offer up an animal that I personally killed with Yi Guang, and to consecrate its blood. The aim is to become like the legendary Yellow Emperor when he defeated the powerful warrior king Chai Yu. We praise and beg the Yellow Emperor loudly for victory in this battle. In the midst of the black smoke at the burning sacrifice, Wozheng, Chen Feng, and I get aboard the Royal Navy ship Yu Huang.
少君，我和少江公子也要启程去镐京了，你多保重。
Look at him! He's looking spiffy. Okay. My liege, this is Xiaojing, and I will be on our way to Haojing. Please take care of yourself. Likewise.
国与国之间的大战，比我们之前遇到过的战斗都要残酷。你带上余裕，以防万一。
Battles between kingdoms have no mercies. Please take the amulet just in case something should happen. Journey to Haojing is long and perilous. You should keep the amulet.
少君，如果你不想妻子担心到吃不下睡不着的话，就收下吧。上次你没答应收下朱雀剑，所以现在我还是他的主人，也能用它保护先生。
God, she's so cute. My liege, if you do not want to worry Mr. Zaishu to the point of not being able to sleep or eat, then please take it. But you did not agree to take the Phoenix Dagger. I have it here with me, and we're here to protect the gentleman. Fine. You two must also come back safely.
一定。
Definitely.
祝愿少君大捷。
Wish you a landslide victory, my liege. Thanks, wifey. Prime Minister.
臣在。
Present. We're leaving you in charge of Gusho and the Kingdom of Niig now.
臣必不负少君重托。
I will not disappoint you, my liege. Wait, hold on, pause. We're leaving everything to him? I thought we were gonna be in this. In that case, I don't have to give a shit. I gave everyone gathered at the shore a hand-on-hand salute before setting the white sails against the smoky wind as we sneak along the river heading toward the sea. The loud, clear, low thumps of a drum seemed to rise and fall with the wind and the waves, making sounds as if the last thunderstorm of summer is approaching. I'm gonna be
少君
honest.
接到江北传书，辎重营正在将征收到的粮草沿途搬运上船，近日将东出淮水，与我们在海上会合。
I'm gonna be totally and completely honest. That map doesn't do shit for me. I can't read it. My liege, we have just received a letter from the North Territories, saying that the supply troops have collected taxes as supplies, and have boarded the ship with the supplies. They will convene with us at the sea. Tell them to be very careful as they reach the delta of rivers as it forks into many distributaries. The supply route needs to remain a secret.
少君放心，掩护和沿途暗号都已经安排好了，还可以随时改变路线。
Don't worry, my liege. The ship is disguised and coded map are on standby. We can also change their route at any time. Good. General Zhu Cheng is an old naval personnel with a lot of experience. We trust his judgment. A lung full of damp air as we near the river's mouth. It's clear that even with an outstanding ship like the Yu Huang, we are still an insignificant tiny fish compared to the White Seas. Chen Feng, this will be our first big battle since we were crowned. And we would be lying if we said we were unperturbed.
齐国无道，上天一定会护佑少君的。
The kingdom of Kui has strayed away from the righteous path. Therefore, heaven will be on your side, my liege. Heaven has not... it has left the chat many moons ago. If they know that what they are doing is wrong in the eyes of heaven, do you not find it suspicious that they are still so anxious to start this war with us?
谁知道呢？
Who knows? Chen Feng. Since you are Mr. Sun Wu's disciple, you might not be familiar with the ways of heaven. However, when it comes to battle tactics, you are second to none. So we are not convinced. Oh, so we are not convinced when you tell us that you do not know.
是臣无能，不能替少君分忧。
It is my fault for being useless and not being able to reassure my liege. Chen Feng, whether you have accepted the position of commander of the royal guards because of the former king, we know that you are very talented. Be it commanding the troops at war or running the government in times of peace, there is nothing you cannot accomplish.
臣对出将入相不感兴趣，但是如果少君下令，臣自会去做。
I have no interest in commanding the troops during war or running the government in times of peace. But if it is what my liege commands me to do, I will do it. It is not a question of whether we command you or not. Have you never given a thought about what you want to do once the sacred vow is broken? It is not like we can keep you by our side forever.
我宁愿困一辈子。
I'm willing to stay by your side forever. I'm telling you, he is the yandere. Usually he would continue with a joke. Or usually he would continue with a joke. Though Chen Feng is not one to joke around. As someone who grew up with him, we have long past crossed that clear line between king and subject. I stayed him for quite a while but he does not say anything more. Leaves me feeling a bit mystified. Chen Feng, your wounds from the last battle have not yet completely healed. You refuse to stay behind at the palace to recuperate. You should rest more on the ship before the battle begins.
你又要留下我了吗？
You should take me with you.
大王，
Oh my! Hello! Hi! Well, I was not expecting this. This is... Oh, take a sip of your gamer juice. This is really something. My oh my. Oh, hello, Guozheng.
臣告退。
I'll take my leave. Bye, you're being creepy. Hello. I don't think I need to say for this one, because I already know. Hello. I shake my head slightly and I look at the person before me. Guozheng has changed to the clothes of the King of Yue, and it suits him much better than the clothes of a slave. I can't help but let out a silent sigh. If that tragic war did not happen between Nig and Yue all these years ago, what would become of Guozheng and I? Would he be as lovable and affectionate as the Aju who resides by the Crane Stream? Unfortunately, there are no what-ifs. Currently, the King of Nig and the King of Yue are together on the ship as we look to the vast, mist-covered waters and the unknown future. This is awful. This is great. Awful and great. The Crane Stream is like an unnoticeable tributary in a person's life that disappears into the waves of the river.
大王，越军水师已经停在前面的河口了。
Your Majesty, the naval troops of Yue have already anchored at the river's mouth. So you're here to bid me farewell, Aju.
多谢大王，让我能够在有生之年回到越国。
I'm so sad that he's leaving. Because he's gonna leave me with the creep. Thank you for letting me return back to the kingdom of Yue alive. From now onward, I will not be able to call you Aju anymore. I need to call you the King of Yue.
想叫阿九就叫好了，我不介意。
You're still calling me Aju. I don't mind it. There's no way I could do that. You are no longer Guozheng, a political prisoner of Nig, nor the guard of the mausoleum, Aju. I would hope that the King of Nig and the King of Yue will be able to put the past behind them and forget about taking revenge on each other. From now onward, let's be good toward one another for another 100 years.
吴王深谋远虑，是勾践浅薄了。
King of Nig, your foresight is unparalleled. It is I, Guozheng, who is too nearsighted. My goals have never changed. After facing so many life-threatening dangers with you as we work against a common enemy, made me think, can the kingdoms of Nig and Yue not be like the two of us?
国君一体，先君之耻，由今君之耻也。即使吴王有这个想法，吴国是否也能和吴王同心呢？
The king and the kingdom are one and the same. An insult to the former king is also taken as an insult to the current king. Can you really say that the people of your kingdom share your vision as the king of Nig? If you, the king of Yue, is willing to bury the hatchet with me, and we can mutually treat each other with sincerity and respect, I will naturally guarantee that I will quell all opposition and overcome all obstacles to forge a better and more peaceful future with you.
吴王，你当真信我？
King of Nig, you really trust me. It was asked me to trust you, and today I'm willing to place my trust in you again. Trusting my life to you. Trusting that Nig and Yue can become like sworn brothers to bring about peace and prosperity to our two kingdoms. Aju, King of Yue, I trust you. Guozheng stares at me as if deep in thought. When I can see in his eyes, all the emotions and thoughts are coming together like an underwater whirlpool, hidden and deep. For a long while of consideration, he breaks out in laughter.
好，我愿与吴王击掌为誓，吴越同舟。
Fine. I will swear with this palm strike with the king of Neeg that Neeg and Yue will share the same fate. Are they just gonna high five? I raise my hand and his and clap it against his hands 3 times. A small boat from the Yue troops has also arrived and anchors alongside the Wu Hyong to come and pick him up. When Guo Zheng returns to the Yue's naval boats, he keeps to the plan. He orders Yue's naval boats to get into the formation in front of the Neeg boats on the Han Canal before heading north along the Huai River toward the sea so they could deal with the Queen naval troops. This map tells me nothing. Kingdom of Song! We should go there. After sailing for a few days, we come to the last port before reaching the sea. At Yunti Pass, both Neeg and Yue ships are docked here for repairs while we wait the arrival of the supply ships. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think supply ships are coming, dude. We saw what the dragon got to deal with. But the kingdom of Neeg is near the sea, which for our battles are fought on rivers, so we do not have much experience when it comes to fighting on the sea. While I'm discussing what to do after we're out at sea with General Zhu Cheng, Chen Feng brings in a UA troop scout into my cabin.
报告吴王，越州出海至御夷刺探，发现齐国船队。
Why is everyone yelling? What the king of Neeg? And the boats of Yue secretly reach the Yu-Yi waters to investigate. They find the naval forces from the kingdom of Kui.
御夷，那已经离咱们很近了。
Yu-Yi, that place is close to us. Understanding this got away, I quickly consult the map. Please show me the map again, because I don't know what is happening. According to our original plans, we should enter Lang Ya's waters to do battle with Kui's naval troops. I never thought the Kui's troops would travel so far that they had already attacked the towns along the river's mouth. They are unimaginably fast. Chen Feng, where should the supply troops be at this point in time?
之前约定的是50会合，现在没接到什么新消息，应该还得等一会儿。
Original appointment is at noon today. There is still some time before they arrive, and I have not received any updates from them. Right now, the Kui's troops are attacking at full force. We cannot wait until they get to the river's mouth to meet us. Set sail now. Zhu Cheng and Chen Feng agree unhesitantly and immediately start giving out the orders. I have seen many signs that things are not as it should be. I have a bad feeling about this. It's time to prepare for an attack. My heart is on fire. I don't want to do... What the fuck? Oh my god, we're gonna die here. Oh no. But fucking finally. Chen Feng, how are things going on Zhu Shang's side?
徐将军阵型未散，应该还能支撑一阵。
General Zhu's formation has yet to be broken, so he should be good for a while. The Kui troops are indeed anchored at the river's mouth. Oh, the scout's dead.
他们用小翼分散潜入，在大海上很难发现。
They've all split up into little boats, so they are hard to spot on the sea. Send the command to the UA troops. We must intercept the main naval troops from Kui, and must not let them advance further south to attack our supplies.
No，
Understood. Also send the scouts to the supply troop and tell them to wait at Yonti Pass. Supply troops arrive here now. They would only help the Kui's troops increase their head count of kills. Soldier comes stumbling toward Chen Feng and passes him a message. Chen Feng immediately goes white when he hears it.
少君，辎重营在南隅被齐军战船拦截了。
What the fuck did you just say? My liege, supply troops are being held back by the troops from Kui at Nanyu. Like someone has punched the wind out of my lungs and my head starts to hurt. How far is Nanyu from here?
朝上游船行，大约2克。
So half an hour by boat going upstream. What if the Kui troops slip past us to get upstream?
这里岔道甚多，多半是在两军交战时偷偷溜进去的。
There are too many disturbances here, so it is easy to slip by when the two sides are fighting. Something is not right. If they were able to slip past us using a distributary, then how did they manage to stop our supply troops?
要么是齐国的斥候厉害，要么
Investigative Kui has very good scouts, or perhaps we have a mole. When don't we have a mole, honestly? I lift my chest, look at the north. It is the exact place where we need to... Oh. Where we were to meet the UA troops, have a face-off with Kui's naval troops. His UA's troops would also be meeting their own supply troops there. Only one other person other than myself and a handful of generals would have known about the secret route. Could it be as Wuzi Shu said? At first there were only a few black dots on the horizon, with the scene of the sky. Soon those black dots grew in numbers. The sound of battle seems to have stopped. I steered so hard to the sea, so as not to miss even a single seabird. It results in me betting on my life. If I lose, I will be willing to die here at the sea in this battle. We have finally come close enough to see the big ships, but we have yet to see the troops from UA. Chen Feng, quickly, see if it is UA's naval troops.
是，他们从山崖下突袭，应该是打算冲散齐国周氏的布阵。
Yes, they are coming in from a cliff for a surprise attack. They must be trying to break the formation of Kui's main naval forces. I can't help but laugh out loud while Chen Feng remains emotionless. I immediately turn my thoughts on the supply troops, which are now in greater danger. Let the army to the right fall back to protect the supply troops.
敌人如果见到右军后撤，一定都会聚到右侧来。少军这时。
Once the enemy sees our right troops retreat, they would definitely gather their forces to the right. My liege, use the central troops to replace the right ones.
少军要亲自上阵吗？
My liege, are you personally going to lead them into battle? No. Leave the duty of lending the central army to Zhu Cheng. The experience of war is far more than ours. Hence, he will be more capable in reading the situation and reacting quicker than we would. How many ships is the Royal Guards using?
3艘。
3 ships. Good. Let's take these 3 ships to Nanyu.
这个数量根本不能对抗包围辎重营的齐军。
It will be impossible for us to defeat the Kui troops that have surrounded our supply troops with this number of men. Sacrifices have to be made to deceive the enemy and to snatch the supplies back. We are just going to act as a decoy, so as to let the supply troops escape. The Royal Guards are excellent defenders and fighters, so it should be fine.
少军，以身犯险值得吗？就算辎重营没了，我们还有大半粮草。
My liege, is it worth putting your life at risk? Even if we lose the supply troops, we still have half of the supplies portion. What? Even if we lose supply troops, we still have half of the supplies portion of supplies with us. I think my brain just died, actually. Because what the hell does that say? Once again, the Kui gets her supplies, we will be able to drag out the war. Or they will be able to drag out the war. If that happens, we'll undoubtedly lose the war and have a smaller chance of surviving.
那就由我替你去。
Let me go instead. What is the point if we are not there to act as bait? It is better to let Zhu Cheng know of our plans, so that he may reassure the soldiers. Tell him that this is the plan to trap the enemy, and to hold off all of Kui's troops that come his way. Chen Feng, now is not the time to be lost in thought. Now go.
你从来不在乎我怎么想的，是不是？
I need you to stop being a yandere for like 2 minutes, dude. I never once cared how I feel, right? What are you talking about at this point in time? If you do not want to come with us, you're welcome to stay with Zhu Cheng.
我大概是疯了。
I think I'm going mad. Me too! Stop!
这次，我死都会救出你的。
Why are your eyes being... Wait, hold on. Pause. Because the dragon god said, all of your people are gonna die. Whee! I think he's influencing Chen Feng. I'll save you this time, you're gonna have to die. I think this Chen Feng jumps into a small bow, waiting alongside the Yu Huang. He heads in the direction of the right army. That's just too strange. And while I would like to ponder more on what he meant, we don't have the luxury of time for that as we face the enemy. No time at all. Some of the ships fighting alongside General Zhu Cheng raise their banners up and let the center troops fall back to rejoin us as I order the Yu Huang to turn back upstream. As expected, the Kui troops start to chase after the right army as Zhu Cheng goes head-on with them. Our ships clash with the enemies on both sides. The flaming arrows seem to dye the sky and sea a golden red color as I fly between ships. I grit my teeth as I heroically draw away from battle, circle back to the disturbances. Yu Huang is the largest ship, and thus moves slowly. We are desperately trying to get to Nanyu. Supply troop has already had some of their boats sunk, and rallied on a few armed escort boats to defend against the attack. As the battle's getting too much for the Neig troops, we see the banner of the Yu Huang, and it renews their fighting spirit. Even the Kui troops that had them surrounded pause their attacks when they see the banner of the King of Neig. What are you waiting for? Come at the king if you dare. Hell yeah! That's gonna be my new motto. Come at the king if you dare! Shouting for the bow of my boat, I managed to irritate the Kui troops. Most of them turn their boats around and come charging at the Yu Huang. Withdraw. Yu Huang looks very clumsy as it turns around, which encourages the Kui troops to chase us even more. If only they could see that the disturbances of the Huai River is muddy and has parts where one can easily run aground if they don't know the way. We're sinking ships, it doesn't matter. As expected, after chasing us for half an hour, a lot of the Kui boats have run aground along the disturbances. Distributaries. Once I learn how to read, that'll make things great. Now to be beaten, the Kui troops send more ships after us. We play a game of hide and seek with the Kui troops. The sound of a distant horn reaches our ears. It is said the rescue mission was a success. The regards took the opportunity while the Kui troops were occupied to secretly help the supply troops escape with their provisions. Bypass the pursuers and return to the river's mouth. Following the wind and currents, Yu Huang starts to speed up, but the Kui troops are encumbered with the escort boats of the supply troops. This enrages the Kui troops as they give up chasing after supply troops and focus on coming after the Yu Huang instead. It's raining. We look up at the gates at the river's mouth. Not a cloud in the sky. Where I left. Now there's the sun gathering of rolling black clouds of flashes of lightning that seem to be peeking between the gaps in the clouds. No matter how unpredictable the weather could be at sea, it cannot be this strange, right? The frightening thunder comes down, bursts the sea, as I raise my hands to shield my eyes. With the blinding flash, the gathering of dark clouds becomes the Tao Tai! Oh no. Everyone around me is in an uproar as I lean against the mast, shocked beyond words. This thing can materialize in the real world. Oh no! I can still remember how it disintegrated into thousands of pieces in the dark array. A cheer comes from the Kui troops. We will ruin a days have caught up with us. And let me get back in time. The standard grounds here with the people of Kui to do battle to the death. With that monster, the people of Neig have always been strong and hardy. We even empowered all the northern kingdoms. Why should we fear the playthings of the filthy people of Kui? Draw my sword and hack the side of the ship. The soldiers are shocked from their anger. They take up arms against the Kui troops as they assemble onto the deck. This was the royal guards, meant to protect the supply troops. Soldiers find themselves outnumbered and cannot beat back the Kui troops that keep floating over the deck. Tenfeng,
我来救你了。
I'm here to save you. I'm gonna end this episode here, and then I'm gonna tell you my thoughts and opinions on this. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you later.